attraction and our downfall.
And our best friend.
Well, always your addictions are your best friend. You like what you're addicted to, and they like it, likes you.
Right.
But the problem is that we live in an information society, they say. Yeah. But there's no informing going on in the sense of saying, oh, now we know this. We can't get a center. We can't get to a conclusion. We can't establish anything. That is the seduction of the information society. So we have to realize there's no more information we're able to be communicated.
But that's why I take the Gnostic approach or the spiritual approach, which lifts it all out of the physicality of the android.
That's an image you have.
Listen,
look how cute that image is.
No, I'm saying there's something more.
You're radiating to millions of people now. Right. They watch you around, and they're inside you. How are you going to lift up one little image?
That's not an image. It's who we are in the divine self, or the immortal self, or the stuff that
you believe in that stuff?
That we're beyond the body. Yeah.
That you believe that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
why I'm saying this body is like a radio, right?
Yeah.
Because the body collapses doesn't mean the radio signal stops.
You really believe that?
Yes.
Now, are other people believing that?
Yeah, there's a whole subculture of people that actually believe that.
See, now you have claimed a central breakthrough in humanity.
No, this is what the Buddhists, all religions have claimed. I think they've just gotten off the track.
Where'd they go?
They went and followed the dogmatic beliefs of one leader. I'm saying this is accessible knowledge to each and every one of us if we go in. Go inward.
But the inner has been colonized by television, which is inside us.
That's the personality that's been colonized.
You gotta make a distinction.
Yes. Part beyond the personality, the observer, the one that can observe.
That's always been there, and always will be there. That's not relevant to language and human interaction. See, that's what's interesting.
Well, it's relevant to a kind of,
but you have that anyway.
PSP, whatever you want to call it, telecommunication connection.
It's there always. It's always. Now you notice how this world carries on regardless of that. So
this world being what?
Language, nature, and technology.
Yeah.
That's what's going on, and continuing to ignore the fact or not seeing relevant about the immortality. It may be trying to imitate that in its implosion and evolution.
Well, it is. I think that is what's behind the drive for technology is the idea to connect to the essence of all beings. This is why we develop technology, for communication beyond the personality to the essence. Who are you really? What can I really know about you?
Well, if I'm the essence, then I'm the same thing as you.
Exactly. Right. That's exactly it.
But that's not what we see. You live your own fragmentation, I live my fragmentation from that.
Right. Part beyond the personality, the observer, the one that can observe.
That's always been there, and always will be there. That's not relevant to language and human interaction. See, that's what's interesting.
Well, it's relevant to a kind of,
but you have that anyway.
Whatever you want to call it, telecommunication connection.
It's there always. It's always. Now you notice how this world carries on regardless of that. So
this world being what?
Language, nature, and technology. That's what we're trying to understand, to perceive. That's why I don't think that the religion principles are relevant to this situation, because people already know that, live it, and whether they want to believe in life or death, they're going to survive it anyways, because it's going to happen. So they can be surprised when they die, or they can know. Either way, you're dead and you've left this place. I'm dealing with this place.
Right, but I'm just saying, of course, yeah, that's true, but and we can also know on a deeper level that we can tap unresolved parts of ourselves.
The use of Gnosticism would be that, hey, don't worry, even though this planet may, this environment we're making may be destructive and have a strange outcome, when you die, you're free from it.
Part beyond the personality, the observer, the one that can observe.
That's always been there, and always will be there. That's not relevant to language and human interaction. See, that's what's interesting.
Well, it's relevant to a kind of,
but you have that anyway.
PSP, whatever you want to call it, telecommunication connection.
It's there always. It's always. Now you notice how this world carries on regardless of that. So
this world being what?
Language, nature, and technology.
Well,
I don't want to. That's resonating with what you just said.
Well, I think for me,
the language of what I said is what you are disagreeing with.
Well, it's the language, it's the understanding that for me, the spiritual search is to go in and find deeper parts of myself, and then through communication to share that with you.
Yeah, no, you see, to go into your deeper self is the thing that's going to survive death. All right.
Right.
So I don't think we should bring that up. When you want to go into yourself in these terms, you go into language.
Right.
And you go into the extensions. And that's the ability to learn how you have an immortality within language.
Well, the extensions are for me to know what you know. I want to understand how you see the world, or that person, or all of us sees the world that then can bring me to another part of myself. The part beyond the personality, the observer, the one that can observe.
You know, that's always been there. And always will be there. That's not relevant to language and human interaction. See, that's what's interesting.
Well, it's relevant to a kind of,
But you have that anyway.
ESP, whatever you want to say, telecommunication connection.
It's
that people
there
have when they look at
always.
each other.
It's always. Now you notice how this world carries on regardless of that. So
This
your
world being what?
language, nature, and technology. Right. Now that's temporary because I know that every point in the drama of cognition both blocks and merges. You just express the merging part. But at a certain point, your sense of yourself will deflect from that, resist it, and reassert your view of the world. That drama of merging and blocking is what is constant in human perception and
I think
interaction.
it's eternal, not the sense of blocking, but the sense of what I'm trying to say. It's not temporary, it's eternal. What you're saying is through communication, we get out information, we affirm ourselves or newly affirm ourselves, and we put out this new affirmed self to get more communication.
Right.
And so,
Well, you want to keep living.
well, everyone does.
Right. In this dimension?
Everyone, sure, why not?
Okay. Now, how are you going to get that?
How am I going to get
Living forever. In this dimension?
with the body, you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, with the stuff that you've talked about.
Okay.
The immortal philosopher's stone.
But are you including the drama that when you experience a breakthrough and a slap, that you get bored with it? Are you able to handle the up and down of the river and the mountain?
Yeah, I think so. When you're bored with one level of this,
So you want more choice. Language is giving us more choice. Technology and language are giving us more choices of expending our time and experience.
part beyond the personality, the observer, the one that can observe.
You know, that's always been there. And always will be there. That's not relevant to language and human interaction. See, that's what's interesting.
Well, it's relevant to a kind of,
But you have that anyway.
ESP, whatever you want to say, telecommunication connection.
It's
that people
there
have when they look at
always.
each other.
It's always. Now you notice how this world carries on regardless of that. So
This
your
world being what?
language, nature, and technology. Well, I like what Duchamp said. He said there's no solution because there's no problem.
Right.
Now,
That's very Zen.
right. That's very, you interpret it as Zen. The point is, I said that it has no influence on all the other means of communication that we're involved in. Is that a problem?
Just because you said it doesn't have to mean that it means anything.
That's right.
But what does mean something is
ESP. And technology has come very close to being ESP.
part beyond the personality, the observer, the one that can observe.
You know, that's always been there. And always will be there. That's not relevant to language and human interaction. See, that's what's interesting.
Well, it's relevant to a kind of,
But you have that anyway.
ESP, whatever you want to say, telecommunication connection that
It's
people
there
have when they look at
always.
each other.
It's always. Now you notice how this world carries on regardless of that. So
This
your
world being what?
language, nature, and technology. Good. Let's
We'll
leave it
leave
at
them there.
that.
Thanks, Dr. Bob Dobbs, the re-emergence of the Android meme, or the creation of technology as we move into a kind of new level of existence that merges technology with, I guess, the human biosphere. You call it that?
Maybe.
I don't know. Thanks, Bob. This is Alan Steinfeld, and you're Alan.
Minimolix.